One of the techniques that we cover in Chapter 18 of Master Your Data for Excel and Power BI is how to allocate values across multiple periods, kind of a common accounting task, and there needs to be a way to do it. So if you take a look at the table I have here, Dimitri has a sale of $150. It was incurred at some point in time, but the coverage dates are from June 15th through to August 31st. I only care about whole months at this point, but I want to allocate that $150 across the month ends within the period. So June 30th, July 31st, and August 31st in this case, where Pauline's is only going to be June 30th because it starts and ends in the same month. So the challenge I've got to figure out is, number one, how many months of coverage there are, and number two, how do I apply it to the individual month ends? Now, again, in Chapter 18 of Master Your Data, we cover how to do this, but I'm going to make this easier with Monkey Tools. We're going to go to the Query Monkey, and we're going to go click on the GetMonthEnds function. That injects a new FN GetMonthEnds function into the workbook. I'm now going to go double-click on Sales to open up the Power Query Editor, and I'm going to use it. So here we go. Here's my table of data. I'm going to go to Add Column, Invoke Custom Function. I'm just going to leave the name of this as Custom, and I'm going to choose to use the FN GetMonthEnds function. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pick my start date column. I'm going to change this next one here to a column name, and we'll choose the end date. And when we do this, we get a nice little table here that has the full month ends for each of these periods that we actually have showing up in this. So this makes the allocation components much, much easier. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to work out exactly how many months I have in this particular period. So I'm going to go to a custom column. And what we're going to do is we're going to call this one here months. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and say, let's do a table row count of the FN GetMonthEnds column. And when we say OK to that, what we should see is that we have 3 records here, 1 record here, and 5 here. So that's cool. What I can now do is I can grab my sale and my months, standard divide. That will now give me my revenue column. I can then expand my FN GetMonths. We'll uncheck the original column name as prefix, and I now have my $50 allocated to 3 individual months with these month ends, my 100 to the one, and 40 to each of the others. And the only thing left to do is to go and actually do a little bit of cleanup here. We can get rid of the months. We don't really need that anymore. And then I'm going to Control A to select everything, transform, and detect my data types. So I now have the start date, the end date, and the specific month end that each of the revenue pieces is going to be allocated to. All by starting by injecting this really easy to use FN GetMonthEnds function, which is one of the free features in Monkey Tools. Thanks for watching this episode of Using Monkey Tools. To get your own monkey, visit our website at monkeytools.ca. Or if you subscribe to Skillwave's Self-Service Business Intelligence Academy, you'll get a free annual pro license included with your subscription. And remember, Monkey Tools was developed to support better Excel and Power BI solutions. If you want to learn how to really master these tools, you should definitely check out our full course catalog at skillwave.training.